Hello and welcome to Siyasat TV. I'm Sumayya Junaid Ahmed bringing you the news. Here are the headlines.
Key services hit as two-day nationwide bank strike begins. Farmers' protest may continue till December, says farmer leader Rakesh Tikait. The United States, India, Japan and Australia summit went very well, says United States President Joe Biden. Barring Assam, BJP will lose polls in all states, says NCP leader Sharad Pawar. Telangana Assembly Budget Session 2021 begins. Hyderabad teacher says.
Let us begin with our top story. Key banking operations across the country were impacted today as a union called a two-day nationwide strike against the proposed privatization of public sector banks and retrograde banking reforms. As many as 10 lakh bank employees are participating in the strike called by the United Forum of Bank Unions, an umbrella body of the 9 bank unions. Banks across the country were shut on Saturday and Sunday and will not open today or tomorrow due to the strike, leading to a 4-day halt of services.
Services like deposit and withdrawal of branches checks clearance and loan approvals would be affected due to 2-day strike. The strike comes after Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had in budget announced the privatization of 2 public sector banks as part of government's ambitious disinvestment drive to generate rupees 1.75 lakh crore. The government has already privatized IDBI Bank by selling its majority stake to the Life Insurance Corporation in 2019 and has also merged 14 public sector banks in the last 4 years.
15 और 16 को हम लोगों का स्ट्राइक है। ये स्ट्राइक है प्राइवेटाइजेशन के अगेंस्ट में। अभी जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने बोला है कि 3 पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स को प्राइवेट कर देगा, LIC को प्राइवेट करेगा, ये सबके अगेंस्ट में 2 दिन का हड़ताल है हम लोगों का, बैंक यूनियन का, और रेस्पॉन्स हर जगह से।
Moving on to our next story, the Bharatiya Kisan Union led farmer agitation against the 3 central farm laws may continue till December this year. The outfit of national spokesperson Rakesh Tikait said Sunday. Mr. Tikait made the statement while talking to the reporters after he recently visited the bowl-bound West Bengal state.
Mr. Tikait said the agitation possibly will stretch up to November or December this year. I have advised Bengal farmers to ask gain seekers to fix an MSP of rupees 1,850 per quintal for paddy before giving them a single grain of rice. He said this after his visit to West Bengal. He was planning to visit other parts of the country to press for the enactment of the law guaranteeing an MSP for various crops.
Moving on, YouTuber and content creator Lily Singh had made a statement at Grammy Award ceremony by wearing masks that showed the support for the farmer protest in India. Ms. Singh, who has been vocal about her support for the protesting farmers, posted in mask with a message, "I stand with farmers."
I know red carpet award shows pictures always get most coverage, so here you go media. Feel free to run with it. Hashtag I stand with farmers. Hashtag Grammys. She tweeted and wrote on Instagram. In little over an hour after she shared the photo, her Instagram post was liked by over 52,000 people. Model Amanda Cerny and WWE wrestler Sunil Singh were among those who commented on the post. The Canadian, whose parents were born in Punjab, has over 9 million followers on Instagram and over 14 million subscribers on YouTube.
Siding with farmers protesting the centre's new agricultural laws, Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik on Sunday urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah not to offend them. Speaking at the event in his home district, Malik said if the centre gives legal guarantee of the minimum support price MSP for the crops, farmers will relent.
The Meghalaya governor also claimed that he prevented the arrest of the farmer leader Rakesh Tikait when he heard rumours about it. Malik further said he had requested the Prime Minister and the Home Minister not to use force against the farmers and not to send them home from Delhi empty-handed. Describing the condition of farmers as bad, Malik said they are getting poorer day by day while the salary of the government officials and staff increases every 3 years. Whatever is sown by the farmers is cheap and whatever he buys is expensive.
DMK President M.K. Stalin on Sunday assured that his party will resolve all petitions given by the people within 100 days after coming to power in the state after assembly polls. M.K. Stalin said, "I promise to resolve petitions given within the people for basic issues within 100 days. I have received around 17 lakh petitions online and others have given petitions through the box."
He also expressed confidence that DMK will win the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu and said that we will surely come to power on 2nd of May and we will solve all petitions received within 100 days. He further said that out of 243 constituencies he planned, he visited all the constituencies except 48. I have received more petitions from the Edapadi Palniswamy constituency.
United States President Joe Biden said on Sunday that the virtual summit that held last week with leaders of India, Japan and Australia went very well. Biden told reporters when asked about meeting on his return to the White House from the weekend stay at his home Delaware.
President Biden and other leaders pledged on Friday at the first summit of a group known as Quad to work ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific region and cooperate maritime, cyber and economic security issues vital to the four democracies in the face of challenges from China.
NCP Chief Sharad Pawar on Sunday claimed that barring Assam, the BJP will face defeat in 4 poll-bound states and the election trend in the 5 states will have given a new direction to the country.
Speaking to reporters in Barmatri town of Pune district in Maharashtra, Mr. Pawar, whose party is in alliance with of the Shiv Sena-led Maharashtra government, also accused the centre of misusing its powers in poll-bound West Bengal. He said it is wrong to talk about results of 5 states today as people of these states will take the decision. As far as Kerala is concerned, the left parties and the NCP have come together and we are sure that we will get a clear-cut majority.
Delhi-bound Indigo flight made an emergency landing on Saturday at Nagpur airport after a 65-year-old passenger complained of health issues. The patient, however, died on the way to hospital.
The man Choto Singh Narayan Singh Yadav, 65 years old, a resident of Gaya in Bihar, had boarded the flight at Chennai on Saturday morning. However, mid-flight, he complained to the plane staff that he was experiencing health problems. Therefore, the flight made an emergency landing at Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar International Airport in Nagpur. He was rushed to the city-based Government Medical College and Hospital, where doctors declared him brought dead.
According to Union Health Ministry data, India recorded 26,291 new COVID-19 cases on Monday. It is the highest day spike in 85 days, taking the country's infections tally to 1,13,85,339. The number of dead due to the disease of increased to 1,58,725, with 118 more fatalities being recorded in a day, registering an upward trend for the 5 days in a row. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 1,10,07,352. Telangana have recorded 151 new COVID-19 cases and 1 fatality. Let's shift our focus to Telangana, where Telangana Assembly Speaker Pocham Srinivas Reddy launched the budget session in the Legislative Assembly today at 11 am, which is followed by the Governor's speech addressing both the houses. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, ministers and MLAs attended the session.
The governor said Telangana is focusing on the welfare works and has been the number 1 in the state in the development, attaining several milestones. The government is striving for all sections of the people and creating more employment opportunities with the industrialization. She continued that all the states in the country suffered a blow with the pandemic. However, Telangana has taken steps strategically.
Section 144 of the CRPC in Bhainsa yet again extended, but some relaxations this time. Nirmal District Collector Musharraf Ali Faruqi gave 4 hours relaxation from 7 am to 11 am. He also said that Section 144, which restricts the movement of 4 or more people, is also extended to 20th of March.
With the relaxation being announced on Sunday, people who stayed indoors for the past 6 days came out to purchase essentials. A few RTC buses are also being run from Sunday. However, the tight security prevailed in sensitive areas in the town. So far, the police arrested 45 people and registered cases against 28. They are on look for more 29 people who are at large. On the other hand, the internet services disrupted for the 3rd day in a row on Sunday after the clashes erupted in some areas. Following disruption of the internet, the JEE aspirants moved to other regions for the preparation.
A dance teacher from Kukatpalli in Hyderabad has been arrested in Nagpur for peddling drugs. 27-year-old Shiv Shankar is said to have turned into a drug peddler after lost his job due to the pandemic.
The man was caught on Saturday midnight on Wardha Road near Panchari with 91 kg of ganja, which is estimated to be of rupees 14 lakh. The police said that the former dance teacher was heading to Delhi to deliver the drugs when he was intercepted. According to the police, Shiv Shankar had worked as a dance teacher in a reputed school in Hyderabad, having a monthly salary of rupees 30,000. He lost his job in the lockdown. The man, who is the father of 2 children, searched for several jobs to look after his family but could not find anything. He was later introduced to the drug peddling racket by a fellow teacher, for which he was given rupees 10,000 per trip.
Moving on to our international news, after being accused of creating a toxic work environment at Buckingham Palace, Meghan Markle has legally demanded evidence against the probe. The news of the Duchess of Sussex alleging reducing staffers to tears came after her bombshell interview with American host Oprah Winfrey, where she revealed some controversial points about the royal family.
According to Fox News, Meghan Markle is currently on a target point of Buckingham Palace after her interview. The palace brought in an independent law firm to investigate the allegations against the Duchess. On the contrary, the former Suits star has demanded evidence to know precisely who is calling her a bully.
The top infectious disease expert in the United States has urged the former United States President Donald Trump to encourage his supporters to get vaccinated against the COVID-19, as recent polls show that high level of hesitancy among Republicans.
Dr. Anthony Fauci said on Sunday it would make all the differences in the world if the former president used his incredible influence among Republicans to push them to accept coronavirus jabs. There was no immediate comment from the former president's office on Sunday. Trump, who downplayed the threat of the virus while in office, urged the people to get vaccinated late last month during a coronavirus political gathering in Florida.
According to Turkey's defense ministry, and monitoring group, missile attacks in Turkish-controlled northern Syria wounded several citizens.
The ministry said today that the ballistic missiles were fixed from Kuwairis air base in Aleppo under the control of the Syrian government. The raid targeted civilian settlement and fuel tankers. Civilians were wounded, the ministry said in a tweet accompanied by a video appearing to show several trucks on fire. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said its sources on the ground heard loud explosions near Jarablus caused by rocket attacks of unknown origin. Several civilians and workers had been wounded.
Before we wrap up our bulletin, let's have a look on our headlines.
Key services hit as 2-day nationwide bank strike begins. Farmers' protest may continue till December, says farmer leader Rakesh Tikait. The United States, India, Japan and Australia summit went very well, says United States President Joe Biden. Barring Assam, BJP will lose polls in all states, says NCP leader Sharad Pawar. Telangana Assembly Budget Session 2021 begins. Hyderabad teacher says.
These were all the updates. More news on the other side. Thank you for your time. For more news, stay tuned to Siyasat TV.